start to finish, easy, easy resin painted wine glasses with a beachy theme. I just made these for a friend and now I've gotten a request for another pair. I did not make a video of these, so I'm going to try to recreate it because it's really easy, it's really fun, and I wanted to show you how I made these. So let's get started, start to finish. So the first thing, these are Dollar Tree stemless wine glasses. They're 20 ounces. That holds a lot of wine or whatever. And I use these white pool noodles because that way you can see the pretty color as I'm putting it on the glass. So these are pool noodles from the Dollar Tree also. And what I do, these are really, really thin. So they don't really hold on the glass very tight, okay? But they fit onto the turner arm pretty snugly. So I cut a piece to fit the glass, and then I cut another piece and I cut it in half lengthwise. And I just going to sandwich it together like this and then fit it into my glass, just like that. And you want to make sure that you have the two pieces evenly spaced and so that your hole is still in the very center. So see, it fits on there. It's really tight. And then it's going to turn and it's going to remain level. If your hole is off center, what's going to happen, your glass is going to turn and it's going to turn kind of cattywampus, and then your resin is either going to run to the very bottom or it's going to run to the top and your pattern is going to be all cattywampus. So let me show you. So I'm going to do on purpose, I'm going to put, now if you want the pattern like that, why not? All right, so if I put it off center and put it onto my turner arm, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on and then watch what happens. So this is the one that's off center. So see how it dips down and then it comes back up. I know you can't really see it very well, but it kind of makes for an elongated revolution of the arm. Boy, that's fancy talk. But this one is level. It's perfectly level. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and fix this one. Make it right in the center. See, we're just kind of sandwiching the pool noodle. Just like that. Okay. And I just have a turntable that my cup turner is on. Got this on Amazon. It's a really, really good price. It's by King Bass. This is my second one. My first one lasted 4 years. And I used it so much for various things that one of the motors burned out. And then another motor burned out, but it lasted 4 years. And the nice thing is when I bought the new one, it was half the price of my first one. So this is around $45, I think, for a quad arm, which is a really, really good deal. So I do have a link in the description. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you use my link to buy this, I get a small commission and you get a really good deal. Okay. Now I always wait. Let's see, this one might be a little bit off. No, it's good. So I always wait until I put my glasses on the turner before I clean with alcohol because I'm handling the glasses a lot. And so I don't want to, I want to get my fingerprints off. So I have some isopropyl alcohol in a squirt bottle. And this is from Walmart. Let me just make sure. See, this one's off. So I'm going to fix it. you go. Just take your time with it. Push it down in there. There we go. That is better. It's not going to be perfectly level. This arm may just be a little bit loose. But just take a paper towel and some alcohol and then just clean it. Okay. And now I'm going to mix up some fast set resin. All right, so I have mixed up 40 milliliters of KS resin liquidy split. This is a fast set resin, and it is my go-to. It is my go-to resin for wine glasses because they are dry to the touch in 4 hours. I can take them off the turner in 4 hours, and potentially I can make multiple sets in one day. This is my go-to for wine glasses. The pigments I'm going to use are the KS resin, liquid resin dye, and turquoise. And then for the white, it's going to be the Let's Resin Ocean White. And I'll have a link to this one from Amazon. And then you can use my discount code that's below to get this on the KS Resin website. And in this little cup, I'm going to put some of the white or some of the resin, and then I'll put the white in it. That's going to be the Ocean Waves. So you don't really need that much. And this is probably going to be 5 milliliters maybe. Oopsie, there we go. So in this cup is going to be the turquoise. You just want to shake it up. Just shake it up. This is so messy. Let's wipe this off. And I'm going to add 2 drops. Actually, I'm going to add 3 drops. That's probably too much, but I want it to be opaque. And look at that. Very, very, very turquoisey. I love it. You want to mix it up well because you'll end up with streaks of blue. And if that's the look you want, that's fine, but you just want to mix it up. Okay, and in this cup, I need another stick. And this is also a highly pigmented ocean white. 1, 2. I want a lot of pigment. And that bottle is going to last me forever. And then just mix it up. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. And I'm going to start my arms. Ooh, that one's perfect. What I like about this turner is that you can, I don't want that way, you can set different directions for your glasses. So I want them turning that way. And then you will need a heat gun because that's how we make the waves. Okay. So 40 milliliters. And then we're just going to put a thin layer on each one. And I like a nice natural edge at the top. As you're working, if you accidentally get resin on the glass where you don't necessarily want it, you can wipe it off immediately. But if you let it cure, like if you don't see it immediately, if you let it cure, you can just pop it off with a with an X-Acto knife. Let's see, like right there. I'll just pop that off later, or I may leave it. I don't know. All right, so I've got a little bit left in my cup because I'm not going all the way to the top. I don't like going all the way to the top. So if you can go all the way to the top if you want to, but anytime you add color to resin, and it's going to be, if the lips are going to be touching it, you want to add a top coat, a clear top coat. But I'm not going to do that because that just adds expense and time. But if you are going to be resining all the way to the top, you definitely want to add a top coat. So I just wanted to clarify that. But no one's going to be licking the side of the glass. I mean, maybe they would be, but I doubt it. So I am not going to add a top coat. But you don't need to. Now, a top coat is nice if you want to add depth. I will say that. It is very, very nice. Let's say I just got a drip on that one, but I can get it later. Or I can just do this, kind of incorporate it into the design. Just get rid of all my resin in my cup. All right, so the white I'm going to put just at the very tip right here. Right at the very top where the blue, at the very top of the blue. Okay. It doesn't have to be exact. And it doesn't really have to be all that thick either. Let's say I just got a little drip there, but I can get that with my X-Acto in a minute. Or not in a minute, but after it cures. Because sometimes I do make a mess. Big shocker. Oh, dang it. Yeah, it just dripped. Okay. It's okay. It is okay. The more white you add, the kind of the bigger your wave is going to be. And I'm only adding it to the top. And I have a lot of white left over, so I was a little bit skimpy in some of these, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more. Boy, it's dripping. At least it's dripping on the blue. Let's just add some more. Ah! Oh, it's making a mess. Now, I've done this design before and not blown it out with the heat gun, and it turns out amazing. It's just a different look. Let's see, this resin is already setting. It has a low working time, so you kind of need to be quick with it. Just smear it on there. All right. My heat gun, I'm going to put on low heat and high air. And what I'm going to do is push the white from the top. And you don't want to leave it in one spot for too long. But what this is doing is it's heating up the resin and it's popping the bubbles. But you see how it's spreading the white. And you can do a little or you can do a lot. And my goal is to do a lot. So I'm really, once this resin heats up, it might drip, but I want to spread as much of the white out as I can. Just like that. So on the first pass, it kind of heats it up. And then as it turns, you're able to push that white a little bit more. Now see, I could stop right there. It's got some nice lacing, but I really want to push it out a little bit more so that the wave pushes out to the bottom of the glass or close to it. And each time it passes, I want to push that drip out. So see, this one's probably done. But see this drip there, that's probably done. I could probably push this one out a little bit more, but I like that. So let's push this one out now, and you can kind of see. So the first pass heats it up, and it's because this one's the last one, so it's setting a little bit, you know, it's a little bit more set than the others. I'm gonna push it, push it. Oh, come on. I think that's perfect. And then look at these. Look at how perfect that one is. Look at the lacing. Look at that. Look at the lacing on this one. So these will be pretty dry to the touch in about 4 hours. And then I can kind of clean the edges, but I love it. If you wanted to, if you had white left over, you could put, I mean, I'm not going to do that, but you could put a row of white. Oh my gosh. Let me get some more light. Being ready with these. Look at that. Look at the lacing on that, dude. Tell you what, the Let's Resin Ocean White, that is the bomb.com. So I'm just going to take my X-Acto knife. I should have done this while, it was still wet, but I didn't. That's all you got to do. Just be really careful that you don't scratch your, you know, the rest of your glass. I did not cut my finger on my X-Acto knife. I just had a little run-in with a sticker bush. And you know, finger wounds, they bleed like crazy. I just love this pattern. These are going to sell really well. And it's amazing how little white you really need. Remember, I didn't put that much white on here at all. Now, if you want, you can add, sorry. If you want, you can add another layer of resin. I'm not going to do that because that just adds to the expense. And I like keeping my prices low for customers. Yeah, this one I definitely should have done while it was wet, but it pops off. I mean, it doesn't take much, just really shaves right off, just like that. You don't want to gouge your glass, obviously. You don't want to scratch your glass. And this one. Lovely, 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 lovely. But then what I'm going to do too, I'm going to take some isopropyl alcohol that I have in a little squirt bottle. I'm going to spray some in a paper towel and wipe my glass. I'm not going to spray the alcohol directly on the resin because if your resin is not fully cured, these have been sitting overnight, you can damage your resin. It could cause issues with the resin, and it dulls it. It kind of takes that shine off. So I spray it on a paper towel and then just give it a quick wipe. Okay. And then I do clean my glasses again as I am, not as I'm packing, but when I get to my show, as I'm putting them on the display shelf, I give them another wipe. Just like that. Because these are still a little bit, not 100% cured, but that's it. Love, 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 love. They're just a little bit dusty still, but easy peasy, lemon squeezy. These will be good sellers. Love, love, love. All right. Thanks for watching, friends. Make it a crafty day. Bye.